Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending today's Silver Elephant presentation. My name is John Lee. I'm the founder and CEO of Silver Elephant. The company is a TSX-listed silver mining company with its flagship Pulacayo silver project in Bolivia, with estimated to contain 120 million ounces of indicated and inferred silver at advanced permitting stage. The company trades high volume both on the TSX and on OTCQX in the US. Over 120 million ounces of silver is defined, along with over 2 billion pounds of lead and zinc at Pulacayo, making it one of the largest primary silver projects in the world. Roughly 60% of the resource reside at Pulacayo deposit and 40% at Paca deposit, that's 7 kilometers apart. Over 85% of the resource is in the indicated category within the open pit model. And particularly notable is the copper Paca oxide resource that's right on surface. Pulacayo is a large mining district, 100% controlled by Silver Elephant. 95% of the drilling is in the purple boxed areas within Pulacayo and Paca deposits, where drilling had reached a maximum depth of 400 meters. Pulacayo Tahoe vein on the south is an epithermal vein system that's over 30 levels of historical workings at much greater depth, with high-grade pockets of mineralizations remain seen in multiple drill intercepts over 1,000 grams, between 10 to 20 meters width. At Paca, to the north, is a greenfield discovery suited for open pit operation, an opportunity for early revenue generation with high-grade oxide highlighted by 42 meters of 400 grams of silver starting 10 meters from surface. At over 50 million tons of resource grading 135 grams silver equivalent, Pulacayo project ranks as one of the top silver projects around the world in size and grade. The dark gray bar is the silver resource, and the light gray bar is the byproduct credit, of which total over 200 million ounces silver equivalent for Pulacayo. And at a $50 million market cap, Silver Elephant is deeply discounted to its peers in all matrix. In addition to Pulacayo, Silver Elephant valuation is further supported by this 100% owned Ultra Info project, gold silver project, and 39% equity stake in battery metals royalties. Pulacayo is in a prime location, centered at the world's 6th largest silver mining district, with over 40 million ounces of production in 2020. Mining companies such as Sumitomo, Pan American, Andean, and New Pacific, Eloro are active participants in Bolivia, while SSR, Newmont, are exploring just 200 kilometers south of the border in Argentina. Pulacayo project's access to power, water, transport. The project had received over 97,000 meters of drilling and overall $40 million in prior investment. Now allow me to introduce Rob Junin, the Chief Operating Officer of Silver Elephant, to talk more about our projects. Rob?
Thanks, John. I'm Robert Van Drunen. I'm based in Canada. I have over 30 years of experience in mining and mineral processing operations. My career has included a variety of roles, including mine manager, and most recently working on optimizing open pit and underground operations, where I led teams working on mining operations, maintenance, exploration, procurement, supply chain management, contract management. In the spring of 2020, I left through an early retirement opportunity and joined Silver Elephant Mining Corp in May of 2021. In September, I took on the role as Chief Operating Officer. Silver Elephant's project in El Triunfo and in the Pulacayo district really piqued my interest. I was very impressed from a recent visit to Pulacayo in terms of the project's resource, infrastructure capability, and community support. It's easy to see why the Pulacayo mining district is legendary with its rich 200-year history featuring the Tahoe vein with an endowed strike length of over 3 kilometers. The district is a mining community. It's very friendly, positive, and engaged towards the project. I spent a week just walking through the underground tunnels, over the Paca Dome and areas in between. Met the leaders of Pulacayo and Huanchaca, which are the main community stakeholders in the areas around the project. They're very enthusiastic about moving the mine towards production. The Paca deposit stands out to me as a clean slate project, with high likelihood of resource expansion, in addition to early production potential as an open pit oxide starter with minimal stripping. The Paca conceptual plan The 43101 Mercator report shows over 1 million tons of high-grade oxide silver to the 30-meter depth at 200 grams per ton, in addition to an estimated 100,000 total at 280 grams per ton in colluvial silver. Right on surface, ready for phase one small-scale mining with easy dilution control. As an example, the local Mankiri oxide mine at 5 million ounces per year with all-in costs at $18 per ounce with half the grades at 100 grams per ton. We're working with our team to prepare a pre-feasibility study for an estimated 1,000 ton per day, potentially very low cost, 2 million ounce per year operation with potentially high margins. Silver Elephant will continue to rigorously study and pursue this production scenario. Now I'd like to introduce Dan Osterman, our VP of Exploration.
Thank you, Rob. PACA exploration. In addition to the production opportunity that Rob just outlined, there's another aspect of PACA I'd like to talk about as VP of Exploration, and that's a new mineralized extension at PACA. We've always felt that mineralization existed beyond the resource. Through mapping an IP survey completed in 2021, we identified targets that aligned with our understanding with the structural geology at PACA, which you can see here as a large circular anomaly. We began testing these with drilling in late 2021 and are confirming new zones of mineralization extending eastward from the PACA resource. Pulacayo. So let's revisit Pulacayo, 7 kilometers to the south of PACA. It's a 3-kilometer epithermal vein system that expresses all the way to surface, averages about 10 to 30 meters wide, and contains 70 million ounces of silver, plus over 1 billion pounds of combined lead and zinc. Now, silver was selectively mined at Pulacayo from 1800s to 1952, yet drilling shows a lot of high-grade material still remains, and if we can prove that it continues beyond the last actively mined minus 700 level, it would be a game changer for Pulacayo. The Pulacayo section. This is a long section showing the Tahoe vein system, showing drill pierce points with metal grades, defined by over 73,000 meters of drilling down to the minus 400 level depth, and a 1 kilometer strike length. We have a high degree of confidence in the resource numbers. You can see how mineralization does express the surface. We have optionality to examine open pit mining and or underground high-grade operations. Most importantly, there's 70% of the system that has yet to be drilled and represent a tremendous opportunity to grow. Also worth noting, looking at the color bar on the right, is there is an increase in silver grains with depth in the Tahoe vein system, and this goes all the way down to the minus 700 level. El Triunfo. El Triunfo is a polymetallic project in Bolivia that was brought into the company in 2020, and it really has expanded due to the work we've done. Of 8 holes that we've drilled on the project, shown here, 6 of them encountered wide intercepts of gold and silver mineralization, some almost 100 meters wide and up to a gram per ton gold equivalent starting at surface, and which at $1,800 gold is notable. And this was only the beginning of our work. Our goal is to develop this project into a multi-million ounce gold equivalent open pit project. So how do we do that? Well, by expanding on our initial drilling, which is a 700-meter footprint shown here to the left, covered by 2020 drilling. Now, through mapping, we identified that the host structure extends for at least another 2 kilometers, and gold mineralization has been identified at surface up to 4 grams per ton gold. Same geology, same style mineralization as our drilled area. IP shows that this trend has a strong chargeable expression all the way through this mapped area. Now, this is all virgin territory. It's never been drilled, and successfully drilled, and we can demonstrate the mineralized trend extends. This would provide a strong basis for drilling out the maiden resource for the project. Now, this is a project that any TSX junior would be happy to have as a flagship project. Back to you, Rob.
Thanks, Dan. Talk a little bit about battery royalties. So as a result of the 4-way spin-out, battery royalties comes into the picture. As part of the plan of arrangement, Silver Elephant Mining Corp retained 39% of battery royalties, which kept 40% of the shares of the nickel and vanadium spinouts. This means that Silver Elephant Mining Corp indirectly holds 15% of each nickel and vanadium. Battery Royalties also holds 2% royalty on 120 million ounces of silver, 1 billion ounces of nickel, and 350 million pounds of vanadium, with threshold prices of $30, $15, and $12 respectively. Above those prices triggers the royalty payments. Talk a little bit about the budget. So we've budgeted $4.5 million for Elephant Mining Corp for 2022 based on 3 key pillars. First of all is the 43101 compliant pre-feasibility study with emphasis on Paca oxides, as well as expanding the Triunfo maiden resource, as well as the environmental permit to enable an over 50,000 ton per month open pit operation. I'd like to discuss the people in our corporation. So since I joined the company in May, the company split out 4 ways, brought on key talents in financial, legal, environmental, and operational areas. Everyone's working as a team with focus on creating value in operational projects and continued exploration as world-class assets. We're managed by industry veterans, formerly with Hecla, Vale, Barrick, and Falconbridge. As Chief Operating Officer, I'm pleased to see continued improvements in internal processes and due diligence. We have the experience, are driven to take the company to great heights. Back to John.
Well, thank you, Rob and Dan. That's a fantastic introduction. In conclusion, Pulacayo is a top-tier silver project in terms of grade and size. Our goal is to bring visibility to Pulacayo in the investment community. Now the company has spun off non-silver assets. Going forward, Silver Elephant is all about silver, and we expect to see consistent progress and a news update throughout 2022. With that, thank you for your attendance. Have a good day.